Good morning and welcome to the Windward Buddhist Temple Family Service. My name is Miles Yamamoto and I will be your MC. We begin today's service with the ringing of the temple bell, or Kansho, that signifies the beginning of the temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together and listen to the Dharma or teaching. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seat. If you are able, please rise for the meditation followed by the chanting of the Vandana Ti-Sarana by the congregation of Pali and English. This can be found in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 7.
I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo, 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 namo.
Please be seated. Today's sutra is verses reaffirming the vows. This can be found in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 117.
Should I not provide to all for countless kalpas to come, aid in times of suffering? May I not attain Buddhahood. I will reach enlightenment, but unless my Buddha name resounds throughout the universe, may I not attain Buddhahood. I will practice the noble path, wisely, mindfully, free of greed, seek to reach the supreme way, be a guide to one and all. May my power shine great light to illumine and dispel the darkness of the three poisons and save all from suffering. With eyes of wisdom I remove the darkness of ignorance. I will close all evil paths, open gates of highest good. When I attain Buddhahood, light will shine throughout all lands, light brighter than sun and moon, outshining all heavenly lights, giving my virtues to all, not forsaking anyone. I will proclaim the Dharma like the roar of a great lion, bowing before all Buddhas, steadfastly gaining virtues, with wisdom fulfilling my vows. I shall be a guide to all, like the wisdom of my teacher. May my wisdom also shine all throughout the universe. May all lands tremble with joy. From the heavens, wondrous flowers rain down upon all the lands.
If you are able, please rise for the recitation Shinshu Pledge II. This can be found in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 6. In trusting in the vow of the Buddha and reciting the sacred name, I shall proceed through the life of journey and joy, revering the light of the Buddha and reflecting upon my imperfect self. I shall strive to live a life of gratitude, following the teachings of the Buddha and discerning the right path. I shall spread the true Dharma, rejoicing in the compassion of the Buddha, respecting and aiding others. I shall do my best work to work towards the welfare of society. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida. Please continue to stand for the Gatha, Children in Japan. This can be found in the Brown Service, Praises of the Buddha book on page 29. Please be seated. Our speaker today is the other part of the Yamamoto clan, Mr. Neil Yamamoto.
Oh, okay. Good morning. This weekend has been a very talky one for me. On Friday, I spent my evening talking to about 400 Marines. In Waikiki, I was the guest speaker at the Marine Corps birthday ball for the 3rd Littoral Anti-Air Battalion. And today, the United States Marine Corps marks 249 years of service. So, if there are any Marines here, former, currently serving, or future, or anybody listening at home, Semper Fidelis, and happy birthday, Marines. Today, though, I have the honor of speaking to you with the latest installment of what's been affectionately known as the FoodieDharma series. I enjoy talking about what I know, food, and attempting to place it within the context of Jodo Shinshu and general Buddhism as I know it. And I think that by giving my Dharma messages in this way, we create a deeper and meaningful understanding, all the while enjoying a little bit of humor along the way. Last time, we talked about the Dharma of barbecue. And I had said that the 3 treasures of barbecue were presence, patience, and joy. To create good barbecue and to create a great Sangha, we need to be present with each other. We need to have patience with each other. And we need to rejoice in the company of our Sangha. And I know we do this. I bear witness to it every Sunday that I'm here at Temple. But today, I wanted to share with you what I've learned about Musubi, as it relates to my somewhat cursory knowledge of Buddhism and Buddhist teachings. So everybody knows what a Musubi is, right? It's a rice ball. We saw hundreds of them at Bondance. We eat them on occasion during refreshments. I think we have some today too. And right next door, they sell them as Hawaii's best SPAM Musubi. But what does musubi mean? The word o musubi is an adjective meaning to tie together or knot. But in foodie language, we know that a musubi is a rice ball. And this rice ball originated in the Iron Age from 300 BC to 300 AD. And it was an easily transportable food item that was prepared before battle or on long journeys. It gained popularity with Japanese farmers in Japan, rice farmers, and came to Hawaii as a result of plantation workers in the late 19th and early 20th century. And now, every gas station has their version of the SPAM Musubi. We all know what makes up a musubi too: rice, filling, usually SPAM, and nori. Everyone has their own style of how to make them. No one is better or worse than the other, although that last one's a little weird. Some people lay down their bed of rice, top it with SPAM, and a thin wrapping of nori, like the one you see on the left. Others, like our temple, go half rice, SPAM grilled with shoyu sugar, some more rice, and a full sheet of nori. That's the way I like them. So, Auntie Merle, thank you so much. They're awesome. And I'm sure you've seen on the internet this bizarre concoction on the right. I guess whoever made that one really, really loves SPAM. as a side note, as I was looking for my pictures to put up in the slideshow today, I noticed that more and more people are calling SPAM Musubi a SPAM sandwich. That's another Dharma talk for a whole nother time. But it's SPAM on the bottom, rice in the middle, SPAM on the top, and wrapped in nori. So, I guess, maybe? The three treasures and ingredients of a SPAM musubi are really simple: rice, SPAM, and nori. Each one is equally important, and in my opinion, each one represents one of the three treasures in Buddhism. To me, hold on. Yeah. To me, the rice of a musubi is our sangha. Each individual grain of rice is important. None can be over or undercooked. They're all perfect. And they come together to form the base of our temple experience. Without rice, there can be no musubi. Just like without a sangha, there would be no one to receive the Dharma. The SPAM of a musubi is the Dharma itself, the meat. Everyone has their own interpretation of what goes into a musubi, and they're all delicious, and they're all right in each person's own mind, whether it's SPAM, teriyaki chicken, ume, takwan, chicken katsu. If you go to Masa and Joyce on any day other than a Tuesday, you can find about 8 different varieties of musubi, and they're all delicious. Trust me, I know. Just like in the last slide, they're all same, but different. Perhaps the most important part of a musubi is the nori. It wraps everything together in a neat little package and prevents our musubi from falling apart. To me, the nori of a musubi is Amida Buddha. Amida envelops us in infinite compassion and wisdom as deep as the ocean. Amida keeps us all together. He brings us all together. With the Dharma at the core of our message and the core of our experience, shared with the wonderful members of our Sangha, Buddhism, as I see it, is the most delicious musubi ever made. This was a really short message, but please join me in Gassho for aspiration. As we continue on our life's journey, we are reminded of our three treasures. Amida Buddha envelops us all in loving kindness. The message of the Dharma guides us on our way, and the Sangha, who share in the joy and sorrow of others, all of them enriching our life's journey together. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you very, very much, and tune in next time for the next episode of FoodieDharma.
Thank you, Neil, for your message. And for the record, yes, I don't see anything wrong with 2 pieces of SPAM and rice in the middle. We had this discussion over dinner last night. If you are able, please rise for the Gatha at our altar, which can be found on page 16 of the brown Jodo Shinshu, Praise of the Buddha book, and continue to stand for the Nembutsu, which can be found in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 135.
I did. One moment can change a day. One day can change a life. And one life can change the world. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
Please be seated. This concludes our service for today. Coming up next, we have announcements with Dennis Tashiro.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Looks like a beautiful day today. Thank you very much, Neil. Really nice message. Next time, you got to bring samples. But you have to make them. Thank you, Reverend Kalu. Thank you, Miles. If you didn't know, Miles and Neil are brothers. Thank you, Jerry, for being our greeter. Thank you, Shirley, for ringing the Kansho. And of course, Lisa for playing the piano. And Ryan is recording this service. We do have guests today. Anthony, Christine, and AJ Torsi Via. Please stand. Torsi Via is a nice Japanese name. Anthony's mother was Japanese, and her last name is Ueda. Same last name as Tak. So maybe there's some relationship there. Okay, for announcements. Of course, tomorrow is Veterans Day. It's a day to remember and respect all that have served. We'd like to honor those veterans here today. If you could please stand, all that have served in the military. Thank you. I hope you guys have a special day tomorrow. Okay, next Sunday is our Eitaikyo service. Each November, Hongwanji temples hold Eitaikyo services as memorial services for people who have handed down the teachings of the Buddha to us. For Windward Buddhist Temple, we pay tribute to previous ministers and members who did so much to support our temple. We'll have a guest speaker, guest minister, that's Reverend Blaine Nakasone Sakata from Hongwanji Hilubetsueng. Our fall food drive to benefit the Hawaii Food Bank continues. It ends next Sunday. Your generous donations of non-perishable food will be greatly appreciated. And today is the second Sunday, so what happens after refreshments? Bingo! Okay. Any other announcements? One special announcement I have is that we have a new member. Christy Strange is our newest member. Okay, let's now get ready for our food with words of thanksgiving. The words will be up on the screen. We are truly grateful for this wonderful food, a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddha's compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namo Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you.
Thank you.